Welcome back. Time now to take our monthly look at the livestock market. Joining us is PGG Wrightson Otago Livestock Manager John Duffy. And John, I think it's fair to say you cover an enormous area, very diverse weather patterns, very changeable seasons. How are things looking at the moment? It hasn't been the easiest year for farmers. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Rowena. Yes, it's been what you call a fairly challenging spring. It would be fair to say that North Otago and East Otago through the Middlemarch, Stoneburn, Palmerston areas, Macraes area have been extremely dry. It's been pretty tough on farmers and on the stock, and other parts have probably been a bit wet. We welcome some warm weather of late, but there's been some good rain in the last sort of 10 days to a fortnight, Rowena.
I was in Galloway for Labour weekend and we woke up on Monday. Very good rain overnight, nice and gentle rain that really soaked into the ground, and it was so welcome at that stage. Hey, look, it is spring cattle sales time. How are things looking on this front?
Yes, no, they've been a bit of a mixed bag a month ago when we started. The limited number of buyers. Southland was extremely wet. We rely on Southland buyers for our spring sales, and of course they were having a tough time down there. And there wasn't a lot of local buyers like normal either, just because it had been too cold. Even though irrigators were going, the growth was slow. So what we found was that the very good forward-conditioned, heavyweight yearling cattle were sought after, but lighter cattle at that stage were certainly pretty hard going, and we had our first spring sale at Palmerston at the end of September, and it would be fair to say it was a reasonably small crowd, but the cattle were lighter than normal, whereas we just had a sale there last Friday, a month or so later, and a very good lineup of cattle, extremely good weights. A lot of them were up around 400 kilos, the better yearlings, and there was good demand after, as you mentioned, that rain around about 3 or 4 people bidding on every pen, so it was very satisfying.
I was driving from Taihape down to Bulls last weekend, followed a trailer with a couple of rams in it. That must mean it's ram sales time as well.
Yes, it's coming around again. We've got just getting ready for the on-farm auctions and that take place later this month into the middle of December, so a lot of preparation going on with the genetics boys and the staff, and having open ram days at the moment.
It's great that we can have on-farm sales, looking back to earlier in the year when we couldn't have on-farm sales or even sale yards during lockdown and stuff. How much of a relief is it for you that we're at level 1 still?
Oh, it's brilliant. I think, there's nothing better than farmers have had a pretty tough time. It's good for them to get off the farm and get out to, have a catch-up around these sales and get a chance to see what else other places are looking like, and just to generally catch up and talk with different people. So we're very fortunate during the lockdown period there. We had our online system bidder, which was crucial to be able to, market stock still. But going on from that, we've got a hybrid system where bull sales ended up being live streamed, and people that couldn't make it to the sales could opt to bid from home, and that's carrying on. Some of our ram vendors have taken up that option, so some of these ram sales coming up next month are going to be auction on farm, but there's also the opportunity to view the sale through the bidder platform, be live streamed, and they can be bidding from home. And there's a few spring cattle sales further north in Canterbury Park have been held like that just recently, and it's enabled the North Island clients and agents to be buying online as well. So out of the lockdown has come, the use of technology, which going forward will be beneficial.
I think that's my favourite part of this absolute shambles of a year, that it has forced us to innovate and to adapt and to evolve, and we will change things for the better, I think, moving forward. Just finally, John, we've just seen the first livestock ship leave New Zealand shores, bound for overseas under these new animal welfare laws that have changed how we send stock overseas. What are your thoughts around this?
It's good to see them going again. I mean, it's been, there's a lot of clients in Otago that have had stock sold to go on the live shipments during the last year, and certainly the prices have been welcome, because as we all know, the prices for schedules and things are back, so it's affecting store stock prices, but especially the heifer market has been pretty difficult, so the option of having some of these live shipments has been vital for a lot of clients' incomes, and these guys present good stock. They've got to be up to good quality to go on these boats, and I'm sure all the officials have got it all lined up now. That it was very unfortunate what happened on that particular shipment, but going forward, I think as long as all the protocols are followed, it is a good viable option for farmers to sell good quality stock.
John Duffy, PGG Wrightson Otago Livestock Manager, lovely to have you on the show. Thanks for your time.
No worries. Thanks, Rowena. Have a good week.